Hey guys, welcome back. So I was gonna make this video in the morning today at the beach. I even had a tweet asking you guys if you wanted a beach video or green screen, and you guys chose the beach, but it was super hot in the morning, so I thought I would go later in the afternoon, and then I got visits here, so I ended up not going. So I thought I'm just gonna turn on the camera now at night and make the video because I really wanted to talk about this. Don't worry, I'll make another beach video maybe tomorrow or next time I go soon. So actually I'm just gonna have a glass of wine here for this video, just relaxing here, celebrating the pump, I guess. So yeah, I wanted to talk about emotions, about FOMO, the fear of missing out, or panic, these two strong emotions that happen a lot in trading in markets, whether it's fear of missing out or panic when the price is either going up vertical or going down vertical. So very quick before I start with the actual tip and what you can do about this, I want to explain this situation. You guys know I have my own private groups in Telegram, right, and premium areas in my website. So my groups right now are small, they're not too big, but right now we have like 150 people in the group. Half of these people are probably old people that's been with me for a very long time, since I started like 1 year ago maybe. But the other half of these people are new people that just joined. And we had this situation last week. If you remember, we had this little breakout in the altcoins when Bitcoin dominance stopped, made the targets, and Bitcoin dominance started to crash. So we had this little breakout in the altcoins that didn't last very much, but anyways, it was a little run in the altcoins. And right the day before this little run in the altcoins happened, I said on YouTube that I wasn't interested in the altcoins, right? And I kept repeating this on YouTube and on my private Telegram rooms. I kept saying, I'm not interested in the altcoins until Bitcoin dominance is higher. This doesn't mean I'm shorting the altcoins or selling them or anything like that, right? It's just I'm not doing technical analysis in the altcoins until Bitcoin dominance is higher. And then the next day, the Bitcoin dominance started to crash. And when I wake up in the morning, I see there was like 200 or 300 new messages on my Telegram group. And I see this guy like getting super emotional. Oh, you said yesterday you were not interested in the altcoins, and now the altcoins are pumping and we're losing money here because of you, and that was a bad call, and this is super emotional, right? This guys, this happens every time the price moves. So I said, first, my buy entry for the altcoins was 2 weeks ago when the price was so much better than it was today or yesterday. So my buy entry was already a lot lower than now, and I never said to sell. So that's point number one. You didn't buy when the price was going down when I said to buy, because people don't want to buy when the price is going down. They only want to buy when the price is going up vertical, right? So if you don't have altcoins for this breakout, it's your own fault, because you didn't you didn't buy when I bought 2 weeks ago, right? That's number one. And number two, the next day after this guy made the scene in the group, the altcoins dumped lower than the price he was complaining about that I didn't tell him to buy, right? So that's number two. So anyways, this guy is now out of my groups. Now I have two admins that moderate my groups. So when people get too emotional and they go over the line, my admins now, they have green light to mute people or to ban people or whatever they think it's necessary at their own discretion, so I don't even have to deal with this. But you can imagine, even though the groups are small, you would think 150 people is not a big number, but you imagine a classroom with 150 people, all of them getting super emotional every time the markets move vertical. Right, which it happens often in crypto, especially now after we're out of the bear market, right? So this happens. Anyways, now this guy is out, another guy is out as well. There was these two people causing trouble all the time and being toxic, and with other people as well. So now these two people are out of the groups, and the groups have improved. The quality of the groups has improved a lot already. Like it's like it used to be before. It's okay again, only with two people being out, but still, the other 100 people that's still in the group, they don't complain or anything like that. I have no, I'm not saying, I'm not saying this to complain about. I'm just explaining. I still enjoy running the groups and all that. I like what I do. But just to put things in perspective, it's 150 people getting emotional. Now, today, that the price has been pumping like crazy, I wake up in the morning and I see everybody tagging me, tagging my name. Dope. Do you think it's a good time to buy? Do you think it's a good idea to buy right now at these levels? Dope. Do you think it's accumulate at these prices is okay now? Accumulate at these prices, they say, after the price has pumped from, what was the price? I have the chart there. The price went today from 7,200 to almost 8,000. So the price has pumped $800 in 2 hours or whatever, in a few hours. And they say if it's okay to accumulate at this level. This is not accumulate, right? This is that you're feeling the FOMO and you just want to buy. You don't want to accumulate. You want to buy the pump, right? So sometimes when the price moves up or down vertical, I mute my groups because I don't want to get notifications every minute, and this is what happens when prices are moving. People goes crazy in the group. But even when I mute the group, I still get notifications when people tag me. If they tag me by my name, I still get the notification. So I have to mute my whole phone when prices are going vertical, up or down. So I'm explaining this just to put things into perspective, right, guys? And now the important part, what you can do about this, right? So I totally get that people feels the FOMO or people feels the panic when the price is dumping. When the price is dumping, I get messages, I get tagged all the time. Dope, how low this is gonna go? What's your lowest target? How low do you think it's gonna go maximum? Like, people get scared of how low it's going to go and if they should be selling now after the thing has dumped maybe 20% already, 10, 20%. They asking if it's a good idea to sell now. Like, it happens both ways, right? So one is, the first tip is you need to be prepared in advance. So you need to understand, you probably know this already, but you need to have this in your mind in advance, that the price is going to go up and it's going to go down, and sometimes it's going to go sideways, but it's never going to stay at the same level forever. So if you know it's going to be going up, it's going to be doing upswings and downswings. If we are in a bull market, you need to be buying after a significant drop. When it's dropped, you buy, even if you buy in the way down and you need to hold for a little bit more on the red, but you buy when it's down, after it's gone down. When you have this panic that you want to be asking me if it's good time to sell, think about it. If we are in an uptrend in a bull market and the thing has gone down, you know it's going to go up sooner or later because the price doesn't go in the same direction forever. Then you buy when it's gone down. And so you are prepared for when it goes up. You never know when it's going to go up, right? If you can't time the markets perfectly, but at least you know the thing will go up eventually. So you buy when it's gone down, so you're prepared for it when it goes up. If you don't buy when it's down and you wait and you wait and you wait and then it goes up vertical, and if you didn't buy before, you're basically fucked already. You cannot go back in time. So it doesn't matter how times you ask me if it's a good idea to buy. You're not going to get me to tell you to buy after the thing has gone up 20%. There's nothing you can do about it if you didn't do it in the past. You cannot go back in time, and you're not going to get any advice from me or from anyone because there's really no solution to it. That time is past. You missed it. There's nothing you can do. If you didn't buy or sell before and then the move has already happened, there's no advice anyone can give you. There's nothing you can do to change that. Your situation is what it is, and you're basically fucked already. So yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot be more polite. There's nothing you can do already. You need to be prepared in advance. Now, this, of course, is easier said than done because it's difficult to time the markets, right? So if you're not ready to time the markets, or you can time the markets properly, and let's say you feel the fear of missing out, or you feel the panic and you buy or sell at the wrong time, that's fine. We all been there. You're not the only one. This happens to every one of us. I still get emotional sometimes as well. I get a lot less emotional than less experienced people, because the more you experience something, the less of an impact it's going to have in your emotions. But I'm still a human. We all experience this. You're not the only one in the world. That's fine. If you make the wrong move at the wrong time, you take your loss and you acknowledge this. You acknowledge it. And the next time you're in the same situation, you remember from last time. For example, if you bought because you were feeling the FOMO and you bought a lot, let's say you went all in, okay, and you lost a lot of money because the price crashed right away, then next time you are in this situation, maybe you will, maybe not, for sure, you're going to make the same mistake many, many, many times until you learn this. Because I did it, everyone. Like, this is not something easy. But next time you will buy less on FOMO, right? And you're gonna lose less money this time. And you acknowledge it again. And then the next time you're in this situation, you acknowledge it again, and you keep trying to discipline yourself to not buy or sell on emotions, on FOMO, on panic, or whatever the emotion that you're feeling. You remember from last time, and you try again. And it's hard to do every time. It's hard to do every time, but every time you do it, it becomes a little bit less intense. And after you do it hundreds and hundreds of times, this feeling gets less and less intense over time. And if you don't believe me what I'm saying here, that it all, really guys, it all comes down to experience, and to experience it as many times as possible. If you don't believe me, think about it. Any emotion you feel in life, not related to markets. Let's say you are very sensitive to horror movies, for example. I'm not, for example, but let's say, imagine that you were sensitive to horror movies. When you watch the same horror movie over and over and over and over again, it'll come the time when you're not gonna feel anything. You're not gonna feel scared because you've seen the movie so many times, right? Same with funny movies. A movie that makes you laugh a lot, you watch it one time, you laugh a lot. You watch it two times, you still laugh a lot. Third time, you still laugh. Fourth, fifth, sixth time, you laugh less and less and less every time. And that joke every time is going to be less funny, right? Anything that makes you feel emotional, any type of emotion, being panic, fear, fun, whatever the emotion is, the more time you experience this specific thing, the less intense your emotions will be. So in markets, that's really, that's all you need. You need to experience this every time. And of course, you need to make the effort every single time. You need to try every time to not fall for these emotions, and to not, don't allow these emotions to break you and do the wrong thing. And this happens not only in markets, happens in many things. For example, cheers. For example, the fear of missing out, the FOMO. You feel this not only in markets, you feel it in relationships, you feel it in jobs, you feel it in many areas. If there's a job that you are very, very interested in, that you don't want to miss, You are going to try to do the best interview ever, and you're going to be feeling these intense emotions, and you're probably going to overreact in the interview more than if it was a job that you don't really care about, right? If it's a job that a job at McDonald's, or I don't know, or delivering pizzas, you go to the interview, you really don't care if they take you or not, so you're going to be much more relaxed at the interview because you don't really care. Same happens with, you like someone, you like a girl or a guy, whatever. I say girl because I know 90% of the people that watches this channel are guys. So, but even if it's a guy that likes another guy, we don't judge anyone here. But let's just say, for the example, you like a girl so much, and you don't want to miss this opportunity, so you overcall her, and you try to be, you overreact, you over joke and try to be funny to make her laugh all the time, and you are overreacting, and that's really, it's not going to help. This is called the illusion of action. When you don't want to miss something, you have the illusion of action, that you have to take action and do something about it. If not, you're going to miss it. Whatever thing it is, being a girl, being a job, being the price of Bitcoin, you don't want to miss it, so you need to take action and do something. When you're feeling this, most of the time, the best action is take no action, is do nothing. Right? So when you are feeling strong emotions in markets or in relationships or in jobs or whatever, when you're feeling this illusion of action that you need to do something about it, or you're going to lose it, you're going to miss it, usually the best thing to do is take no action. Don't chase. Don't chase price. Don't chase people. Don't chase situations, anything. Usually if you don't chase, you might get it. If you chase, you're most likely not going to get it. If you don't chase, you maybe will get it or maybe not. But if you chase, you're most likely not going to get it. If you chase this job and you overact in the interview, you most likely won't get it, or you have less chance of getting it. If you really like a girl and you chase her, she's going to reject you because people don't like people chasing them. And you're going to be rejected. If you chase the price of the whatever Bitcoin or whatever asset, it's going to run away from you. You need to not chase. If you don't chase, sometimes things will come to you. People, situations, opportunities, the price of Bitcoin. If you don't chase, just let the price come to you, because the price goes up and down. If you just wait down here, the price is going to come to you. Maybe it won't come as low, but it'll come near, it'll come closer than it is when it pumped 20%. You need to let things come to you. And guys, I'm telling you this because I used to be the type of person that used to chase, a lot. Man, I've learned this in life. I literally made this decision in my life that I'm never going to chase anything I'm not supposed to. Never again. I used to be the person that would chase my ex, or would chase the price in trading. When I used to trade Forex or commodities, I would chase. I was chasing all the time. I've learned, man, as soon as you stop chasing, if you make this decision inside of you and you discipline yourself and you never chase again, I can tell you so many more things will come into your life. There's always a buzz every 15 minutes. If you miss one bus, don't chase it, because there's another one coming 15 minutes later, always, in everything. But if you're chasing the previous one, you will miss the next one. You will never get anywhere. So just don't chase. And especially if this applies to price in markets, don't chase the price. Let the price come to you. Be prepared in advance. And other than that, just experience this situation. After you experience this many times, it'll be less and less intense each time. Guys, I think this was rambling around a lot. Like every time I just turn the camera on in my house and I just start making a video. But I hope it was helpful. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers.